Tonight in Akwesasne, a dedicated, family-friendly community will get together for good times and to do something they love. That thing is dirt track racing, driving cars fast around a dirt track. It's super popular on both sides of the border all over the Northeast. We take you trackside on today's Story of the Day.
Support for Story of the Day comes from Clarkson University, offering over 95 programs of study with campuses in the Hudson Valley, Central, and Northern New York. More at clarkson.edu.
Hey, I'm David Sommerstein. It's Friday, September 8th. First up, Governor Kathy Hochul is directing state officials to ensure Charter Spectrum refunds New York customers who have lost access to channels as a result of an ongoing dispute between the company and Disney. Hochul has tasked the Department of Public Service with making sure the company provides refunds for customers who lost access to ESPN and other Disney-owned channels on August 31st. The governor's office says the dispute has impacted more than 1.5 million New Yorkers and 15 million nationwide. Hochul also urged the companies to resolve the impasse as soon as possible. The governor's action comes ahead of the Monday night football game between the Buffalo Bills and the New York Jets set to air on ESPN. Senator Kirsten Gillibrand says there are loopholes in the SNAP employment and training program that need to be closed so job seekers aren't prevented from getting SNAP benefits. The New York Democrat says that loophole can result in someone losing their benefits because they're earning wages as a part of their job training.
It's truly a catch-22 that forces workers to make an impossible choice, whether to get the skills and training they need to build a sustainable career or to get enough to eat.
Gillibrand says her Training and Nutrition Stability Act would fix the problem.
The Training and Nutrition Stability Act would correct this outrageous error in our SNAP employment training programs by requiring wages earned through these programs be excluded from SNAP income calculations.
Gillibrand says her bill is a common sense fix as job seekers secure good paying jobs so they'll no longer have to rely on SNAP benefits. Every summer, people bring race cars from all over the North Country, Quebec, and beyond to the dirt track in Akwesasne. A lot of these cars are family passion projects. The driver owns the car, his or her family is the pit crew, and the family business is the sponsor. Lucy Grindon went to the races last weekend and brings us this story.
I'm here at the Mohawk International Raceway to watch tonight's races. The roar of engines is constant, the smell of gasoline is everywhere, and drivers and pit crews are making last-minute adjustments to their cars. Later tonight, these cars will compete in different categories based on engine power, like Sportsman, 358 Modified, and Pro Stock. The vibe here in the pit is pretty macho, with flame-colored race cars kicking up mud as they go by. But this is really a family place.
My name is Lucas K.A., and I'm 10.
I spot K.A. because he's using a handheld power drill on a tire. He says he knows how to fix a few different things on a race car.
The tires, the shocks, the bolts.
He's here on a pit crew with his family.
My Uncle Bob is racing for the Novice Sportsman.
And he says that he'll be able to start racing in just 2 years when he turns 12. Right now, it's almost time for the drivers to do their hot laps. They'll drive in circles around the track to see how their cars respond to the dirt's consistency. It was misting here earlier today, so the track isn't totally dry. Then there'll be qualifying heat races, and finally the feature events. The winners of those will take home thousands of dollars in prize money. Drivers gather here every weekend during the summer. The last events this season will be September 23rd.
Don't forget, it's autograph night.
After the drivers do their hot laps, they gather for a mandatory meeting.
Feature write-ups are here. The schedule's changed.
I spot Don Simpson crouching to take photos on the gravel with a big fancy camera. He's been photographing dirt track races all his life.
I got into photography in 1968. I just picked up an old film camera and started photographing races, and I haven't stopped.
He says dirt track races are really exciting to photograph because there's lots of passing. And he says the sport teaches a lot of valuable skills.
Focus at the task. Look at the track, the competition, how the track progresses over the evening, how your crew, inform your crew how to set up the car, what you need, how the car felt.
Focus, communication, attention to detail. Right in front of the big grandstands, a few men are leaning against a chain link fence.
Just studying the track right now. I'm from Quebec, so my English is not that good. But when there's some rain the day before, the track may be like soapy, more slippery.
Jonathan Vian is 27, from Montreal. It turns out that he's here with his family too, his dad and his grandpa. His dad's a mechanic, and their car is sponsored by the family garage. He and his dad both drive, and they both work on the car.
We separate the season 50-50. So I'm doing half of the race, and now today it's his turn. So he's going to race, and I'm going to be the crew chief today.
One driver walks over to take a closer look at the race schedule. She's already wearing her fireproof driving suit. It's black with big highlighter orange stripes down the sides. The schedule doesn't make any sense to me, so she explains it.
So there's different groups, okay? So I drive a modified, which is a bigger motor than Sportsman.
She's actually a bit of a celebrity here. She's been doing this for a decade, since she was 14 years old.
My name's Brianna Lattiser. I drive the 15B. I'm from Cornwall, so it's literally like 10 minutes from here.
7 years ago, she made history at Super Dirt Week in Syracuse when she became the first woman to win a triple race in 45 years. She's had to have a thick skin to get to where she is now.
When I first started racing, a lot of people were saying that, oh, we have to race with the girl, blah, blah, blah. She's going to be in my way.
Did people really say that kind of thing to you, like to your face when you were starting out?
No, it was a lot of back talk that came back to me. But then a lot of people now say, oh, okay, she races like a guy, so it doesn't matter.
Overall, Lattiser sees racing as a really wholesome family activity.
Every weekend, I'm at the races with my mom and dad, and I actually have a 1-year-old son.
Do you think your son will race?
100%. I'm going to make him. I'm going to make him grow up at a racetrack like my dad made me grow up at a racetrack, so it's definitely a whole family thing. I love it. And it keeps you out of trouble.
This keeps you out of trouble?
Yes, I promise. Like, even in high school, since I've been racing so young, every weekend my friends would be going to parties, but I'd be coming here to the racetrack to race, so it definitely keeps me out of trouble.
She says her favorite thing about racing is inspiring younger fans.
The little kids that come up to you and just love that you're a race car driver and love, honestly, being a girl, and then have the little girls come up to you saying, like, I want to be you one day. I don't know, it's just so, like, heartfelt.
She's got to go get ready to drive, so I go to sit in the grandstands to watch the races. During the Pro Stock feature race, there's a pretty big accident.
Oh, that car up and over in the back, but we're going to go red flag.
2 cars fly into the air and end up upside down.
A couple cars over, so all cars will stop where they are. We're going to send out the rescue crew. All cars need to stop where they are.
A few small rescue vehicles race over, and about a minute later, there's an announcement on the loudspeaker.
All drivers involved are A-OK. All drivers are A-OK.
And soon, the rest of the drivers are zooming down the track again. Tonight is autograph night. During intermission, fans are encouraged to go onto the track.
As you enter the speedway, make sure you watch your step as you come down the stairs in front of the flag stand.
Under the big stadium lights, drivers wait by their cars and fans come to greet them.
Hi!
Lattiser has a bucket of lollipops she's handing out.
Like one of these? Yeah.
And the mom of a brand new driver comes up to greet her.
She's going to be 16 and her dream is to do like you.
Tell her I started when I was young too, so.
Yeah?
Yeah,
She's
14.
going to race tonight.
Yeah?
On Zero?
I'm going to watch her. What number do you know?
33.
33, okay.
Her first time.
Lattiser's mom is standing just off to the side, holding Lattiser's 1-year-old son. I ask her what it's like to watch her daughter race.
Nerve-wracking. Very nerve-wracking, but exciting. We do it as a family thing, so my other daughters often join us to watch, and yeah, it's fun to watch. I like the passing. That's my thing. When everybody starts passing, that's what I like.
She didn't grow up coming to dirt track races, but she says with her husband and daughters, she's grown to love the excitement. Lucy Grindon, North Country Public Radio, Akwesasne.
Really great dirt track racing photos at ncpr.org. And remember, there's racing tonight, so if you can get over to the Mohawk International Raceway, I bet you'll have a great time. Music today by I Am Snow Angel of Lake Placid and Evan Veenstra of Gananoque, Ontario. Have a terrific weekend. I'm David Summerstein, North Country Public Radio.